Okay, so welcome to a setup experimenting video. Today I want to try something with regards to my stream setup, as you can see right here. This right here is like the place where I kind of stream from. It's kind of like the back end of it. You may be more familiar with this angle right here. This angle is recorded by this camera right here, which is like a C922 Logitech webcam, which is honestly like a great webcam, but it's still just a webcam. And I don't know, like I like this picture, but if you compare it to something like this, or compare it to something like this, it's not that great. So like I was wondering, can I improve this angle with something like this right here, my Canon DSLR. First and foremost, what I would need to do is mount this thing right here, up there. And you can already kind of like see the problems where it's like if I place it on here, it's not really gonna fit. I don't really want to put my DSLR on top of my PlayStation, so I wanted to figure out a way in which I can put this camera right where this camera is, which is kind of an awkward position, but I really like this position. So for that, let's need this. This right here is the Rode PSA-1 Studio arm, and as you can tell, it's a microphone arm. Now, why am I using a microphone arm to solve a problem with my camera? Well, the reason for that is that this camera right here weighs about like 1 kilo, and this thing right here can hold up to 2 kilograms. So basically, if I can mount this thing onto this thing, I'm golden. And I can basically like move it around wherever I want to. So let's see if we can get this thing out of its box. I've actually not unboxed this before, you know? Here we have like little box. Woo! Okay, so what do we have here? Instruction manual, right. Here we have the desk clamp, and here is the beauty. Here it is. So this right here is the Rode PSA-1. It's honestly like said to be one of the best microphone arms in the business. I used to have like a really cheapo one. So I'm quite curious as to what this is like. It is spring-loaded. There we go. Oh, let's not damage something. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is impressive. That is impressive. Normally when like I had like a really cheap microphone arm, and basically like what it would do is like the moment you would like lightly tap it up here, it would just like spring up there. And this one is like super controlled. Okay, that's nice. So then, how are we gonna mount this camera? I knew that was gonna happen. All right, so then how are we gonna mount this thing to here? I don't think that this is quite gonna fit, but I have a solution for that. Okay, so this right here is the camera that we just used. This right here is the Joby thing. But one thing that this has is something which can be really useful for us right here, and that is this bullhead. I'm wondering like how well this is gonna fit. I have seen people use this before, but I might need to have some conversion. We'll see how that goes. So as you can see, that right here has like a bigger fret than this camera right here. We should be able to. Oh, that actually fits. I was so afraid. Like if you look at like how big this is and how small that looks, I was not afraid that was gonna work, but it actually fucking fits. And then this should slide right in here. Boom. And now what we have is we have a microphone arm with on top of that a camera. All right, and boom, look at this. Look at this, we have a flying camera. Basically like you can move this everywhere. The beautiful thing about like this like arm actually is that like no matter how I move it, it stays like the camera stays at like the same level. I don't have to like adjust it, so it's like it's perfect. Now let's see the difference between this shot right here, this shot right here. Now obviously like I'm still gonna have to like adjust it a little bit. The webcam is a little bit wider than the camera right here, but can you see the difference in quality between the two cameras? One is a webcam and one is a DSLR. Honestly, like I think it looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty damn cool. And the better thing right now is that I can just like grab this and, you know, bring it forward and be like, oh yeah, let's go and look in here. Let's go and like zoom in here. Now this is only part one of this video because I'm still waiting on a couple of parts, because this gorilla pod here is like, it's kind of looking very sad, and I can't have this being looking like the jank right now because this thing normally stores this camera. Yes, this big camera right here is normally stored on like this thing right here. I use it for streaming, and that's also where like I normally have like the view on this chair right here. But like I don't have that now because I'm using the bull head for this right now. So let me show you like the software side of things, how I can connect the DSLR to like the computer to like make this work as a webcam, which is actually like a really cool thing that Canon just released. But I'm gonna like show you all that and show you all like the software side of things once I get these parts in, which wouldn't take any time for you because I'm just gonna edit it right after this. But expect to see a newer me in 3, 2, 1. Hey there. Welcome, future version of me. As you can see right now, we have the brand new Joby Bull hat right here. As you can see, it's red, which signifies that this one is indeed different than the one we had before. If you remember, that one wasn't red. Anyway, the future version of me has a couple of things to show you. New things have arrived, but I'm also on a bit of a time crunch because this camera, which you see right here, is about to die. I did not really charge its battery, but that perfectly ties into what I want to talk about right now. There's 2 more things which I want to go over. First of all is how to power your camera, and secondly, how to connect your camera and like how the software side works. Say hello to this right here. It's a box. Well, this right here is a charger. Now, this right here seems to be like a free-step charging thing, and you might be wondering, what is this for? Well, let me show you what it looks like in... There we go, look at that. As you can see, we have the beginning part, the middle part, and the end part. No, the beginning part and middle part are just not interesting, they just do power things. But what is interesting is this bit right here. As you may be able to tell, it has a certain shape. This is indeed the charger, but it may look a lot like something. This is the shape of the battery you have. And this right here is the shape of the charger. You can probably see where we're going with this. This charger is supposed to fit in this camera. Now you might be wondering, like, is this a real thing? Yes, this is actually meant to go right inside here. And then if you've never seen this, your camera, if you have a camera like this, like probably not your phone camera doesn't have this, but if you have a camera, if you have a DSLR like this, most of the time it will have a little place where this can go. You can close the door, and there you go. Now it is charging, and I never have to worry about this bloody battery being charged because it's just fed on regular power. So then, that's the camera sorted, pretty much. As you can see right here, it is hanging up there. We have it connected to the arm. It's stable. It's got like power. So now to go and fix the software side of things so that we can actually use it for stream, or if you actually want to not use it for stream, you can also just use it as a webcam and stuff. That said though, need the computer. Okay, now one of the great things about the solution is the only thing which you're going to need is USB. This cable pretty much comes with your camera if you have one of these, and you just plug it in, and then you plug it right into your computer. And then what should happen is, let me see if I can show you right here, is the camera should display a computer symbol. Okay, so the first thing I want to check is to see whether the camera is actually being recognized by the computer. As you can see, it's right there, the Canon EOS Rebel thing. As I said, I've had it a couple of times where it would not recognize it, but then you turn off the Wi-Fi and it would just work. I don't know why the Wi-Fi is hindering it to be discovered, but hey, you know, that's the thing. Okay, so the beautiful thing that we're looking at is called Eos Webcam Utility right there. You basically go to the site right here. It pretty much says, oh, this is what it does. There's like a video here explaining things, but I mean, you watch this video, which is like obviously the superior video. So then we go to the model, which right here is EOS Rebel T6i. So then we go to drivers and software, and as you can see, there's like a whole lot of shit right here, but what we need is EOS Webcam Utility 1.1 for Windows. We can hit download, and we just run setup, and you say run. And you go through the menu, which should speak for itself. So what we can do right now is we can go to OBS Studio, and oh my god, it's already working. It's already working because I had the scene set up. Oh no, this is not what I want. This is not what I want because now oh shit, now this doesn't quite work. Okay, so forget I did any of this. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna create a new scene. If you're in OBS, so add, and we're gonna make a new scene. And what we're gonna do then is we're gonna add a video capture device. We're just gonna call it video capture device. And then you right here, normally what you would have is like, you'd have like your options, and one of the options right now, as just a regular camera, is EOS Webcam Utility. You just hit OK, just expand it to like what you want it to be, and there you go. Like this right here, like there's almost no lag in this. There's almost no lag in this. It's perfect, and it's just like it's this camera, as you can see, like that's the camera. That's just the angle we just had right now, but working as a webcam. Why would you go for all this trouble to set up your camera like this? And why did I go for the trouble of showing this to you? They look pretty good. Like the difference in quality is definitely there between like a regular webcam, as you can see right here, or a purpose-built camera. Like there is a difference in the size of the sensor, the way it can like take up the light, the way that it was built for it. And secondly, let's just go over like what I bought for this, okay? So what I got right here was a bullhead. I got the charger, and I got the arm, which I'll just put my arm right here because, you know, like I don't want to get the entire box again. So the arm itself was 70 euros, the bullhead was 50 euros, and this right here, this box, which like looks like nothing, that was like 15 euros for the charger. Now that charger, you may notice, was not a Canon charger. I would definitely recommend, do not get a Canon charger. They do make regular chargers, like official chargers for this thing. However, they cost $150. And if you keep in mind that we had 70, 50, and 15, that is less than the $150 for the entire charger. Also keep in mind that this entire solution right here, this thing right here, works through USB. Normally, you would need a capture card, and capture cards are like $150 to $200. If you want to buy them, you may, like me, not run Windows 10 on all of your computers. If you want to run this on Windows 8, look for the beta version. That actually works on Windows 8, and I believe Windows 7 as well. So if you're running all the version of Windows, you can just run the beta and it works just as fine. Just keep that in mind. Finally, another point which I want to address is that this thing does take processing power. It does take your computer to like take the feed and like process it because, you know, you're not using a capture card which does that for you. Your computer does it. If you have a powerful enough computer, I will do it no problem. The only reason that I've not been using this on stream instead of this is that this thing is a little bit more process intense heavy than this thing, and I'm just gonna show you like this, okay? Look at this right here. 100% CPU. Oh, just dipped to 99. Oh shit, let me go fire up like 2 more programs. Yeah, we're quite stuck at 100%. So, depending on your PC, if you're doing a lot of things at the same time, which requires you to be maxed on your PC, this thing might actually not really entirely work for you, so keep that in mind. However, if you're just on a call, like this works amazing. And if you're streaming and you don't use 100% of your CPU while streaming, I mean, I would know what to do. Especially if you already have this camera laying around. I tell you, like, this is a really, really good option. Anyway, I'll see you around. Have a good one, and yeah, if you want to check out any more videos, check out one of these or one of these, and yeah, I will see you all next time for another video.